Hello everyone, it's Monday, April 27th, and welcome to our Pearson Clinical Assessment video newscast. My name is Tina Eichstedt, speech language pathologist and senior product manager in Washington State.
Hi, I'm Nancy Castilleja. I'm also a speech language pathologist and senior product manager, and I'm here in San Antonio, Texas. We have 4 news items to share today. First is that we have new digital assets in the Qglobal library. The close of last week brings free access to the WAIS-IV digital assets in the resource library on Qglobal. Guidance on the use of WAIS-IV content is also available on our telepractice landing page, pearsonassessments.com/telepractice. For a quick review of how to access these materials or how to gain access to Qglobal if you're a new user, please visit the telepractice webpage and click on Newsroom to view the Qglobal Deep Dive, Accessing Free Digital Assets. You can also access a complete list of the free manuals and stimulus books available on Qglobal through the same website.
Our second headline is an FAQ from you that we're able to answer. Can we create a digital format of our record forms since we aren't in the office to access paper copies? We do not allow photocopying, scanning, or digitizing of record forms or answer sheets unless prior written permission in the form of a license has been granted. Record forms and answer sheets can be shipped to a professional's residential address or another accessible location. The third headline is one more FAQ. Is explicit permission from Pearson needed to use the signed, sealed envelope procedure that is mailing out a response booklet to examinees? Some of our tests require the examinee to mark answers in a response booklet. For those examiners working via telepractice, we typically recommend mailing the response booklets to a trained facilitator in a separately sealed envelope with instructions not to open the envelope until direction to do so is given by the examiner on camera. This helps ensure test security is not compromised. In the current environment, parents may need to act as untrained facilitators due to the COVID-19 physical distancing policies. This results in additional concerns regarding test security, and our terms and conditions historically forbid professionals from providing secure item content to parents or guardians. Given the extenuating circumstances we are currently facing, Pearson is granting permission to share response booklets with parents and guardians who are acting as untrained facilitators, and you do not need further written authorization to do so. Professionals should use clinical judgment on a case-by-case basis to determine the appropriateness of this allowance, which will be in place until June 30th of this year. Prior to shipping the response booklets, you should obtain agreement from the parent or guardian that they will not share or copy secure test content for purposes other than the intended assessment session.
And our final headline is about an upcoming webinar on resiliency. In addition to other webinars that you can find listed on our website under blogs/webinars, we wanted to highlight one additional webinar, Building Resilience Enabling Social Emotional Learning Skills. Your students may have adverse experiences that affect their learning and their behavioral and mental well-being. You can help through teaching resiliency. In this webinar, we'll examine a subset of social emotional learning skills that contribute to resiliency and provide strategies to assess and intervene. This webinar is scheduled for May 12th, 2020, 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Those are the headlines for the day. Thanks for joining us.